Alrighty. Hey guys, welcome to yet another Zonebreakers Online 6. I'm joined here by Dogi, as always. You know, nothing new there. Just chilling here, getting ready for some good BB tag, man.
Yep.
I'm excited. So, yeah, we got about 7 players today, so a lot of good talent. Some returning people, not really a lot of new faces. Yeah, no new faces. Megakin's come back. I haven't seen him in a couple weeks.
Haven't seen him since the third one.
Yeah, it's been a minute, so it's been about a month. So, but yeah, no, Tactile, Razzo, Megakin, Sunny, Eon, and Yui. So that's gonna be really interesting for sure. So we are gonna get started here with a matchup for Yui and Eon. So, I believe we're just gonna go right into it here.
Eon, the artist formerly known as Phoenixian, still over there, looking like he's ready to play. Blake Yumi. Yui still playing. Oh, I thought it was Chie Adachi, but looked like we switched over to Jubei Batista. Very reminiscent to the last Zonebreakers.
Yeah, he's. They always started out with Jubei Batista, and then I believe they switched to Adachi Chie when needed.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be really interesting to see what they do here. Also, Phoenix, definitely no stranger to this tournament. He's been here, I think almost for all of them. I think he missed out on maybe like 2, but always rocking that Blake Yumi, with the exception of a couple times where he memes with Yang Carmine, but definitely nothing to sleep on there.
Always,
very solid team.
Always, except for when it doesn't happen, so it's not always. Huh?
That's fair.
That corner's not looking so good as UA. Got a buy one, get one free deal. Doesn't really cash out on it, but half damage on both characters is a pretty good way to start.
Yeah, for sure. Very good cross up there. Good active switch, and he's going to get a lot of damage on Batista here. Probably about like maybe 7k.
Corner carry as well. That's a pretty important thing.
Oh, no.
Okay. Ooh! With a hard bait on the burst.
Good safe jump.
It's all sorts of safety. Gets the pickup from the knockdown on the laser as well, but can't get away from the burst. So that's going to be another chance for Eon to play.
It's going to be a decent corner carry here. No, going to only get mid-screen.
I got to watch for the burst again. You see you just scrambling for dear life trying to get out, but you know, finds the headway in the scramble. It's a little bit of pressure. And a crossover. Can't get a hit on it, though. Can't get a confirm on it. A little off the mark with the jump. And that's going to be the end of Batista.
Yep.
What's the thing coming looking like for Jubei? Blake gonna take it.
Oh, sandwich immediately. It makes a 50-50, and he blocks the wrong way. Oh, misses the combo, but baits the DP. And Eon takes game number 1. A little bit of a rough start there, but once Eon started getting some stuff going for him, he kind of just closed out that game pretty well.
Yeah, patience really pacing off too. Like, wasn't the cleanest confirms, couple of drops here and there, but was always able to maintain the sandwich. And if Eon wasn't getting the hit directly, it was just like waiting for Yui to hang themselves with a DP. Like the last one was big, but I want to say that happened over in the right corner as well. So
right.
Again, just patience, not willing to scramble all the time. Really paid off for Eon in the first game. But like we were saying, Yui has a couple of teams to play with, or at least one other one. But now looking like they're going right back in. Jubei Batista. Not
yeah,
really
I mean they did do.
That was a good game.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't really do too bad with the team. They just weren't able to capitalize off of some of the like momentum that they were getting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just definitely won some situations, but just wasn't winning enough. So definitely needs to try and capitalize, I guess, just on winning more interactions when they do win on some of those scrambles.
Either win more or get more of a payout.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you have to think that all started off with a pretty good 2-for-1 deal that didn't lead to the end of the game. So, I have to see how it looks in game 2. Immediately in the CC, just keeping some pressure, carrying over to the corner, and JC don't want
for
that.
The reset.
JC's not good enough.
Oh, goes for the DP assist, but not going to be able to pick up off of that.
How in the world did you slide under the jump in?
Blake is a very slippery character.
Yeah, we were seeing that.
Oh, no. Oh! Very good call out there from Yui, but not able to get the confirm. Looks like maybe they're a little bit unpracticed with this team, dropping some pretty important confirms that could have definitely, like, swung the tide of the match in their favor.
Ooh, but
very good call out. We're going to get a Black Panther off of this for sure. It's not going to kill, but it's going to do a lot of damage and get him in a good situation. Oh, good 2B. Black Panther. Nice. Sweet. Oh, just a little bit off of there.
Yeah, but even then, Yui's still in like a really good position.
Yeah, these runes are putting in mad work right now. And there goes Blake.
Yeah, with Yumi only having a level 3 res, I would dare say that this is all but over unless there's some kind of mistake. But this is the start, though. Gets the throw. Still holding on to the res. There it is.
Tries to go for a reset with the light fireball there, but... Oh, good switch. Gives Batista some time to recover.
That was a little unfortunate, though. Could have been a lot worse for Jubei. Gets slapped down by
very bad assist call.
Be like that. Some people are just really eager to try to maintain pressure through somebody's res and burn the time.
I forgot Jubei had a counter. Use it in the same... Oh!
Yeah, and it was kind of crazy, too, because Eon was looking for the anti-air, just missed time, got away with the DP, so another chance to play. Gets the 5B pick up from the charge.
He DP'd through the first hit of that, and then he got hit by the 5BB, but a wake-up super is going to close it out for Yui there. Yui tying it up 1-1.
A joint operation with a third party is highly anomalous.
And to think, with the way the first game was ending, you know, giving it up to a DP being blocked, why not up the ante with a super?
Mm-hmm.
That seems like the key to evening things up one apiece in game 2. And see if we can get to the end of some combos here in game 3. So is Eon changing? Just taking a second to think.
Probably so. I don't think Eon would...
Who?
Yeah?
Yeah, see, that's why you wait for it.
What?
You don't try to credit anybody with anything. Seth and the Phantom.
I've never seen Eon play Seth. So I have no recollection of his skill with this character. So we're about to find out, though.
Well, look at it like this. Instead of having a chick that's like diving to the other side of the screen in the air, you got this dude diving to the other side of the screen on the ground. So it's close enough, right?
Yeah, I mean, definitely this character can schmoove. Does a lot of stuff where he just kind of just forces his way through the neutral game. So covering that with 9 assists is definitely not bad at all. Yui's Batista's looking a little lower right now, but getting some decent damage on 9. Maybe hit 10k with a second super. Maybe 11. Oh, almost.
It's 11 enough.
Oh, that dash though. It's pretty even now, but Phoenix trying to make up. I'm sorry, Eon trying to make up for some stuff here.
Yeah,
gets hit by the Batista 5P once again.
Yeah, it was the same scenario as the first game. I was really hoping that Eon would try to find a way to get 9
Black
out.
Panther. Yeah, he did find a way to get 9 out. Just probably not in the way that he wanted to.
Nah, it should have been a lot worse, but you know, fortune smiles. And a chance for Eon to get to play again with both characters. Healthy Seth, but has to try to find his way in against Batista. Gets out of the corner.
Oh,
so I thought.
Yo, that was really good. He jumped over her, got crossed up by the orb, and then converted on that with 9 5P into super. That was really good.
Right. He's looking for another one, and yeah, resing just to...
Oh!
Not enough. A bit of a drop, giving him
This
a
team
chance.
is pretty tricky.
Huh?
Eon pulling out some good stops here, trying to force him into something, but... Oh! Oh, misses the vengeance.
I still think this is a pretty good position for Eon, because, like, Yui's, like, dissolved down to flailing for the most part. Finally gets a hit, but misses the confirm from the throw. That's the one chance that Yui needed to get back into the game.
That's unfortunate. I think they tried to do Black Panther there, but they got crossed up on the input from that grab and ended up doing Fissuring Slash. So that's very unfortunate. But also maybe Sweep Super would have picked up there too. I'm not 100% sure.
Possibly. But is this one of those scenarios you get the hit? or you get the throw. I keep saying the hit. You get the throw, and you're thinking, I need to do a decent amount of damage. So let me just go for what I consistently get. A little bit of a scramble. Inputs might have got flipped, and it'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it happens. But Yui going back to Adachi Chie, they're tried and true. Definitely one of the teams that brought him out of a lot of scrambles.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of sticky situations as well.
I mean, Chie has the fat. Oh, she's tied for the fastest normal day. She's got a fast jab. Also has a nice little mirror you can throw out there every now and then. But the real question is, can you even get over there when Adachi's on the other side of the screen?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. Back in.
We out here.
Oh, this is the backside first hand. It's just looking good. Cross up to Moe. Not good enough with the pickup again with the Zio. Looking good. Kicked in the mouth with the 5A. And, there was a super there. That should have been the end of Seth, but...
Oh, tries to get the air dragon kick. That would have been amazing. That would have been a lot of damage.
Bro, you want to talk about scrambles right now, and it's just not looking good for Eon. Gets to the backside, but still can't.
She still gets out of there.
I know.
Androdite not being able to help him there, but Eon's kind of struggling right now to be able to get it. Some important hits. As I say that, gets one that he needed. Gonna get the corner carry here.
That one's far from enough. Like, you just have to think of all the times he's been able to get around Chie's counter and hasn't been able to get a punish on it. It's looking good on Adachi, though. Can't get confirmed. And now he's got to, like, get away from the CC. Just a throw over on the other side. Yeah, that should be it.
Sweep super. Yeah. And down goes Seth. Phoenix mashing on that incoming there. Gotta get this full screen pressure now. Oh, base the super. Unfortunately, Chie went away, so you're not able to do too much.
It's really just about keeping control at this point.
Very bad switch in there. It's gonna be a lot of damage, but start using it as a starter is gonna scale pretty badly.
The big thing is, like, stabilizing everything. Because, like, what I'm trying to get to is the fact that a lot of the game has been Eon just trying to chase Yui down. So anytime he's able to, like, just make Chie, like, sit still for a second, or Adachi not throw out Zio, it's looking pretty good. But we get another chance at it. Wasn't ready for the 5C behind Zio.
Yeah, I don't think many people are. 5C Zio is... I mean, Zio 5C is definitely hard to see because you have to try and react to the audio cue because you can't really see it. But with also the audio from the Zio there too, it's kind of hard to hear and distinctively see it. But don't want to get hit by a clip by a low there either. So
puts us at what? 2-1?
2-2.
2-2.
Going into game 5, Eon switching back to Blake Yumi.
Pretty explosive start for the beginning of Zonebreakers 6.
Yeah, Zonebreakers Online. Definitely always some good matches to watch, especially for both games. But they're going to start off immediately with a 5P from Chie early. I'm sorry, the Herculean. And he's going to close a lot of space here.
Throw. Carted over to the corner as well. Going to have to survive another CC. Empty jump low. Good block. Good block.
Meteors. Hey, it's my turn. Tries to pick up with Herculean. Good punish there.
Yeah, that's a big one, too. Hefty amount of damage. No burst going to be able to save.
Well,
obviously no burst.
Yeah, Heat Riser Ender. Is this the dead Blade?
Could be.
Yeah,
should
that's
be.
a dead Blade.
Should be.
Oh, no. He missed it. He didn't have enough time on the combo timer after he did that super because CC wore off, so it changed the hit stun. Eon getting another chance at life here.
Yeah, but it's a hard one, though. Has control, baits it again, and this is like the first punish that we've seen on a Chie kind of good looks from Eon, and he's got to make sure that Chie doesn't live to see the end of the day. Using a super just to make sure. I'm pretty sure it had to be a super at that point. But hey,
yeah, for sure.
Things are looking pretty bright.
This is definitely possible for Adachi to bring this back. A very good character with a lot of good control.
All right. Got another throw on the CC. It's the second one.
This might do it. He's gonna get the Heat Riser damage boost. No, not gonna close it out. Oh, too close. That Tekken's gonna hurt. Set up. There's a corner. Doesn't do anything. Oh, and then the EX Izanagi coming through.
The first don't succeed. Nah,
good push block. Oh, drops the combo. One hit from either player.
Resin gonna give up a mix up here, looking for a bait, nothing doing, and a up back JA.
Yeah, you saw that Adachi actually whiffed his JC there, so unfortunately not able to close that out.
I merely had the
But Eon taking that very close 3-2 there in that set.
Yeah. What do you know? Blake and Yumi coming to save the day at the end.
Yeah, very good stuff from both of those players. Showing I was a really close set for sure. All right. Just gonna be waiting on Razzo to join here. Be playing me next on stream. All right, I'm going to dip for the time being.
Get ready.
All right, and that leaves us with second match in the first round here. Sonaido gonna see how well he can fare off over there with his Narukami, I see. Gonna be going against the second place from the last Zonebreakers Online in Razzo, starting off with Carmine and Hakumen. Hakumen has been a terror of many tales in this series so far, but Carmine doing a lot of work coming in with a 5C out the gate, just kind of sending a message that you got to bring your helmet to work. Really interesting to see Sonaido starting off with Narukami, even though Narukami's not doing so much. He isn't really adamant about trying to learn another stable character, one that, you know, Narukami does pretty well in that department. I was thinking that he would use him as an assist, but starting off was, you know, a big change for him. Didn't work out. Have to see how that pans out throughout the set. Mai getting pushed back and then jabbed in the gut with a 5B. Jeez, a little range on the Hakumen. I'll let Carmine finish the job as they maintain pressure in the corner. Empty air dash roll. Doesn't get to the finish just yet, but waits, gets the throw. And yo, hiding behind the counter, letting the incoming come in and finishing the job. Razzo came in with a pretty clear message. He's trying to take a short trip through the top side of the bracket. That first game was brutal. I don't know about that Narukami, man. Going in again.
Get ready. Get ready.
Starting Narukami again. So, like, the real question is just being able to stabilize, because there was so much life lost before Sonaido could even find a footing. And I would dare say he never really found his footing in the whole set. The really aggressive start met with a trade. And this is actually already a lot better because he has some room to think. But yo, good in from downtown. And we're in there from the top. Again, things are looking like deja vu for Sonaido. Narukami already down to half-life, DPing for dear life. We're still trying to keep him up there. I don't know about that. I like that choice, though. Like, has a plan to get Mai in, and actually gets corner control as well. I don't know about putting Narukami back in there. Dangerous. Kind of scary, trying to go for the juggling act, but the 2B is there from Hakumen. Good start, good anti-air. Ooh. The snatch to end the auto combo, the snatch to get the Hakumen, gets the counter on the burst. Again, Razzo just has all the answers. He's read the good scriptures of Sonaido. Says he's not interested. holding down back to the Renker. Good look, but Super met with another 5B to the backside, and that's going to be the second game for Razzo.
Very well.
Still looking very consistent over there. Finding some really good punishes. Like, it all starts with him getting at the least good pressure, like getting the blocks that he wants, like the jump in that he wants to start his pressure, getting anti-airs, like defending against jump ins. But another thing that's really helping out very well for Razzo is the fact that when he's seeing a lot of openings, like he has a solid answer for it. It's really easy for him. You got a normal that reaches halfway across the screen, but just to have the presence of mind to press it and get behind it, that's something that'll take you a long way. Long enough to see what Yang and R.O.B are going to have in game 3 of Sonido Switch. DPing again, just get a little bit of space. See what this is looking like for him. Having some projectiles to work with this time around. I don't know about that charge. Cross combo, kind of to keep R.O.B safe, but she's literally in danger, stuck in a sandwich with Yang. But okay, Yang with a push block to get a little bit of space, but for how long? Liking the idea to jump to the other side to get the corner control. Okay, that's your gap there. Yeah, go ahead and press the button on that. Solid punish from Sonido. The first break I feel like he's had in the entire set. Missed the assist call. Didn't want a 4P there, but still looking okay. Are we going to save Hakumu? Can't find the time. JC in the swap. Super to make sure that Carmine can't save the day, and that's the first character down. He's looking so good for Sonido since he switched over to the lovely lady. Just the block in time. It's kind of unfortunate that the gun blast was there, but yo, when you tuck your block, tuck your arms up and wait for a DP to fall into your lap, that's the answer that you need. It's a big punish. Not enough to take the round just yet, but one more is all we need. Up low, good block from Razzo, hanging on, super jump to get out, but he just can't get out of the corner just yet. Still under assault, don't piece crack with another misconfirmed, blocks the third one, and he gets a little bit of reprieve. Got to be careful throwing the blood out. I mean, it's already at the point of where a combo would take it, but yeah, gets himself in a scenario where any hit will do it, and that's the chance that Sonido needed to get on the board. Denying a sweep, finally sees a little speck of hope. But it's only one game. Still needs 2 more to see if he can make it on to the second round. I don't think Razzo's going to let that go too easily. Is he going to switch character? Might be thinking about it. Is that boy Wald coming out? The street sweep. Just going in again. Carmine Hakumen, okay.
Get ready.
Just gonna adjust some game plans.
Well, R.O.B, you having fun yet?
And even though Razzo found himself under assault multiple times, the defense was good. So like the big thing is just be aware that Sonido is habitually looking for overheads. I won't say exclusively, but those were the things that really opened Razzo up. Not so much at the start, but something to keep in mind as we get a little bit later into game 4. Push block, get a little bit of space, and just charge into a 4P. And that 4P meant so much. Good burst. Oh, okay. R.O.B with enough range with the 5P to pick up, help Yang out, but the big 2B. Keeping the styles in check. DP, giving a little bit of a break. There's a good look. From the top side, didn't believe in it, just wanted him to block it. 4 on the steam, and he lets him go. I'm actually okay with that. Like, as crazy as that looks, not having a burst, knowing that a counter could be coming out, and just sitting on the lead. I like the idea from Sonido. Getting another pickup into the super, this is not going to be enough, but he's in such a good position. Fade away with the 4P, let Yang clean it out, and he's in a really strong position to take game 2. Razzo only has a level 2 resonance, trying to flag down R.O.B, can't do it. Just resonance and get away from the buzzsaw. Ooh, but the blood wheel, that's a good start. And a sick confirm. Drop is very unfortunate. second time we've seen semblance. Second time that Yang came out immediately with a 5A, and that's going to be the last mistake that Carmine makes in game 4.
Oh, Ruby!
Bit of an unfortunate way for Razzo to go, but Tsunaido, having all the time in the world to decide what button he wants to use to move to the 5th game, there to seal the deal. Leaving us locked up 2 apiece. We have this question again. Carmine Hockerman. Are they in it to win it? Or are we going to bring some of the other big, bad, burly dudes out there? Could be a Wald lurking. Could be a Merkava behind the corner. One more time.
Get ready.
One more time. Oh, starting Hockerman, actually. So, I kind of had it on the tip of my tongue that with the way the last game went, the start is so important for Razzo just to get some space and not get overwhelmed. So I'm liking the idea of having a counter out there. He doesn't have to worry about it just yet. Tsunaido taking the slower start, up backing, in tune with Razzo. Agito over the top. Yo, and he gets a whiff. I thought it was drop for a second. See, he's a Hockerman player. I'm just a commentator. He knows what's up. Top side just to lock Tsunaido in. Counter, get away from Ruby, but there's a CC to the top side. And a second counter, though. Coming on the back of a drop from Tsunaido. And yo, bro, he's just putting the mirror in his face. Gotta pump the brakes. But semblance to be giving Tsunaido one more chance. And I have to say, in all 3 games that he's had Yang, he's gotten down to semblance, but he's been able to convert immediately afterwards. Getting to the healthy characters in Tsunaido classic coming back to haunt him, getting left hung out to dry, whiffing a DP. Luckily, he gets the worm away from a drop combo, but yo, clearing the streets is Carmine. Fade away, JB. Ooh, I can do him again. Sit down. This Razzo taking a little bit of the slow play, trying to give Hockerman a little bit of life. This is not good for him, though. Tsunaido's ready. Hammering out the punch on the incoming, and that's going to be Hockerman gone. Carmine with a lot of life and a level 4 res. Ooh, and a big DP. 2 for 1 deal. That means so much. Because even though he doesn't get the finish on either one of them, he's got so much space. Punish on Yang, and now it's looking kind of scary for Ruby. Having to come in, gonna willingly take a mix. Got clipped by the Bloodstone. That's it.
Maybe you be more entertaining.
Just throwing one out there. All he really wanted was to keep Ruby from moving away. Got so much more for clipping and up back in Razzo. And a bit of a scare. Able to take it 3-2 and stay alive. Jeez. Yeah, unmute that mic, man. I guess unmute your headset. You ain't gotta tell me. That's fine. Because he's gonna be back at some point. But he might just go walk us. Are you back? Oh no, that sounds like he's back.
All right. What's up?
What happened?
The same thing that always happens on Game 5 when I play.
Dun dun dun.
Nah, it's all good.
Now I will say, in your defense though, for everything that you've been ragged on today, you only had 1 DP. And that DP wasn't even like the worst DP known to man.
It was just oh, you're talking about the one with Carmine?
No, I'm talking about the one with Ruby.
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying the one where Carmine like crossed over me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like the worst one in the world. It was just like he just didn't happen to be there and you expected him to be there.
He was just a bit higher than I thought he was going to be. Yeah. It's all good. That was a fun match. I'm not upset with that. Just frustrated. just winning a Megakin right now. All right, so for those of you guys who are watching, we do have a Matcherino page going on right now. All of our events are free to enter, and you get to win free money technically. So, if you can just go ahead and click exclamation point Matcherino in the chat, you can go ahead and click on that link, sign in with your favorite social media, whether it's Twitter, Discord, YouTube, Twitch, whatever. Go ahead, enter that code, and you can just donate a free 50 cents to the pot. If you want to donate more out of your pocket, you're more than welcome to. You also have the option to do a couple sponsor quests on there as well. You know, just like retweeting a couple things, following a couple things here and there, just to be able to get some extra money in there too. Like, you know, extra 50 cents, 25 cents, comes up to maybe like $2 after everything. So, but yeah, if you guys want to support us, that's definitely a way to do so. If you guys want to follow us as well, we do a lot of BB Tag and anime games. So if you guys want to follow us, man, we would very much appreciate that. So I believe we're going to be, we're going into it now. All right, cool. So we're going to be going into Megakin versus Buck Sunny. It's going to be a good set.
It's going to be a wild set.
Megakin's playing Chie Elizabeth now too.
Yeah.
Megakin mostly known for his Mika Chie, but playing out the Elizabeth recently.
Played Elizabeth last time that he was in Zonebreakers Online, and I'm liking the choice just to have some longer range options when he gets some space.
Yeah, especially versus these brawlers. Yeah. They're just trying to get in and kill you.
Yeah, you want to talk about brawling? Like, there has not been a single full combo so far. This is going to be the first one. Not even that, but like so much damage has already been taken because people have been like gutted, punched in the kidneys, cracked over the dome piece. It's just bloody out here. First, denied by Liz, and that's not going to be the end of Yang, but one more look. My bad.
Oh yeah, that's a dead Yang.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know my damage calcs, man. Oh nah, Thanatos, get out of here.
Yo, this man Azrael going in.
He has no other choice.
And Megakin takes out game number 1.
Megakin survived.
Yeah.
That's the best way to put it. He survived because some bombs were dropped. Like, jeez.
Yeah, definitely putting in a lot of work there on both ends. Megakin is able to get the extra hits that he needs.
Get the extra hits and got the more cleaner hits as well. Like, I feel like Sunny got about the same number of hits, but there were never any of like the solid decisive hits that you were looking to close out. It was just like scrambling, maybe throwing a jump button where you're expecting him to block, something for control, and it just pans out. And he just wasn't ready to pick up the spare. Like, that's hard to do in this scenario. But Megakin, on the other hand, got more calculated shots. I feel like there were like three of them. So
yeah, there are definitely a couple of shots that Megakin got in that were really good there. Unfortunately, though, you got to really watch out for like some of the stuff that Megakin is doing, though, with the intentional resets.
empty
50-50.
well,
Try to go for the 50. Oh, Yang just doesn't care about Chie. Oh, that's plus. Yo, the slick conversion coming out from Sunny.
Yeah, things are looking so much better. This is what I was talking about. Like, the first game was just very scrappy, very loose. This one, you know, getting all the way down to the end of combos, getting punishes on burst. Case
very good 2B. It's going to be a lot of damage. Oh, he goes for the cross-up into grab. Be Herculean coming in clutch.
There's no burst just yet. He's going to need to do it at some point if he wants to save Azrael. Where is it? Oh. Luckily, Yang slides in unchecked. A little bit of a calm before we go into Storm again, but I don't know about Sunny going in without a burst.
Oh, he jumped! Oh.
Yeah,
if he had super, he actually would have killed Chie.
Right.
Oh! And
no, Azrael's
with a safe super. Oh, it goes for the instant overhead. That's not going to be enough to kill.
Well, Liz coming in to save the day, but she's not looking too good for
combo?
herself.
Yeah, we got those.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Super girl. Still not enough. Oh, what's the mix gonna be?
Oh,
Not so much of one. But yeah, at this point, since Megakin's got like all the life back, just have to be careful not to get clipped. Power up, and it's going to be the A power up just to make sure to have the time. God Fist to take out Azrael. What's the incoming looking like?
Oh,
Not the cleanest one that Megakin really wanted, so that gives Sonny a chance to play. Woo!
oh, he just said, nah, get out of here.
A shot in the dark, came in with a charge, and found the mark to tie us up one apiece. Tie us up one apiece.
Yes,
Yeah,
one apiece.
I'm telling you, this goes like, oh, it has to go to game 4. Like by the time it hits game 4, I'm not gonna remember this score. No, I still don't have my notepad. But bro, this looks like watching those old cartoons where you just have like the fight cloud with the arm coming out and the legs coming out, man. You just see nothing but chaos in the middle.
Get
Right.
ready.
This man Umbi saying ZB Buck Wild.
Yeah,
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
ZB Ratchet.
All right, going into game number 3 here. What type of blow up are we going to see this time?
I'm gonna take a wild guess. All right, somebody's gonna get punched.
How hard though?
I feel
mean,
I feel like a 10K is coming right here. Like an easy 10K. This ain't gonna be it though.
No. Kind of de-optimized it with the 5A auto combo, but it's okay.
Yeah, that was
Good burst there.
It was a slow low that Mega King got hit by, but yeah, using Liz to save the day. But for how long?
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
to see it happen.
I mean, that's to be expected with some longer distance connection, but it's okay. Oh, just power charges in his face.
Woo! Gets to pick up again, but still wasn't ready for the burst. Liz coming in. This is the second time that Liz has been able to burst and save Chie in this round alone.
Enjoying yourself. Zapping
Oh, he just knew!
Enjoying yourself. Opening my deck.
Audra said, you got beams? Nah, take it back. Hold it.
Yeah, but she did take it back even with an invalid charging in over the top of the 5B, but another drop. Looking kind of sketchy out there. Yo, just chilling. Just hit the deck. Solid punish. Good old 5P assist punish. And Sonny's not having anything to do with cross-ups.
Oh,
Okay.
Sonny just charging his way through.
He's in a pretty good spot here. Liz only has level 3 res. And there it is.
Sonny waiting for him to pop the res.
Waiting for the res pop? How far behind me are you?
Oh, unfortunate. That's going to be a dead Yang.
Yeah.
Oh. Both characters at pretty decent health. Oh, just hits him with the Cardine.
Oh, he knew.
Oh, and his counter hit. He can do it again. Bruh.
Sonny reached in the back pocket, pulled out his wallet, and saw that he had 4 bills to pay with. Jeez.
This man Sonny said, yo, sit down.
It's kind of crazy to see like all the hard reads that Sonny was taking throughout that set, and that was the payout at the end of it. Because like it was really exaggerated at the last standoff over the left side where they're both crouching in front of each other, and Sonny goes for like jump, air dash, dive kick, right? Like that hard of a read over like Liz 5B or something like that. Gets knocked to the deck and wakes up knowing that something is going to be there. Doesn't know if it's a throw or a button, but just doesn't care. Black Hawk Stinger.
Black Hawk Stinger. That move coming through clutch for Sonny there in that last game.
Yeah.
I think if I remember correctly, it's only the Resonance version that can do that too.
Ready to rock.
Sonny could tell you.
Yep.
Crossing fate. Fight.
And we're going straight into game number 4. armors through that, so it takes a chunk of damage there, unfortunately. But bad DP. Oh, misses the dash cancel combo.
You want to talk about one of the most unfortunate drops, especially with the way the last game ended. You know, Megakin's got to be a little reeling after that. It's to the point of where, like, Megakin's been pretty consistent about punishing bursts, and letting that one go is kind of a little bit of a tell in my mind, but, you know, still able to keep control, gets the throw after the beam, carried over to the corner.
Oh, he gets a happy birthday, too.
Happy birthday to you.
And is that a dead Azrael? No, he does get the burst with Yang, just barely. Azrael's bleeding right now. Ducks the second hit, but doesn't get the punish on the shoulder.
Wait, the second hit of Skullcracker in this game is not low? Huh, alright, today I learned.
I think it's an overhead.
The second hit.
Oh, the second hit? No, I think it's still a low.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, Megakin tying it up there with a very nice cross up there. Megakin demanded complete control of that game 4.
Yeah? I mean, when you're able to keep Sunny contained and don't have to play any guesses with anything crazy coming out, I mean, the double Black Hawk Stinger is the big one, but just like not having to worry about Azrael moving in your face or Yang buttons, Yang armor, he looks very easy to contain.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
The hard part is just putting him in scenarios where you just leave those out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to have to see if Megakin can do that again in game 5.
Got you.
Round start of get away from Yang. I like that idea. The last time Sony went in and there was a dragon kick, get over to the other side. What are we looking like now?
All right, let's see what happens. Oh,
Bruh.
They didn't play the game. I was scared too. I ain't gonna lie.
Wildest game of chicken panning out in the Megakin's favor, starting things off. Oh, we're really
gets the counter
strong.
hit.
I mean, it looks so good. I guess I can't complain about it. Gets the lockdown. Double overhead and the... Bruh.
Oh, this is gonna be a lot of damage.
Is she done? Is she just done?
I think she might be.
Yeah, there's no burst. Awakening again.
Wait, is this death? No. 14k though.
Oh!
This does it.
Every Yang player just presses a button after semblance, and it was the one that Sunny needed.
Oh,
for now. Surprise.
Megakin in a good position here.
Oh, that's it.
Nice. Megakin with the really good conversion there, killing both characters on the way to the corner. Good stuff from both of those players. That set was wild.
My man, I told you it was gonna be nothing but a
They
war.
were scrapping.
Bro, Mannequins came out, was like, yo, I like your strats over there. Get in there and hit buttons. Let me see how that works out for me. Came in with the 5As. It went all the way down to auto combo. So you knew he was just like mashing for dear life. Like, please. Just get this nutcase off of me.
I need to go play a loser's match.
You need to go do what?
I need to go play a loser's match.
I just wanted you to say that again for the people. All right. Bye.
Bruh. Wow, you're mean.
That's my middle name. But I can talk about myself for a good bit, but it's not about me. It's about this match in Reno, because we have a second while we play everybody's favorite game, waiting for Tech to. I'm going to spoil you. We're waiting for Tech to win round 2. But since you got a second, match in Reno, links are probably going to be popping up in the chat because somebody hit ! match in Reno. Go to the BB Tag one, because BB Tag is the only thing that happened today. Log in with your favorite social media. You know the drill at this point. You're probably using Twitter because you've been on there watching the world burn. And I have to take a second and say, really appreciate y'all coming to chill with all this, because things been kind of wild out there. I know some of y'all trying to distract yourselves from all the craziness that you're seeing, whether it's, the world imploding, America imploding, the internet imploding. But Yo, be tough out there. All right? Since you logging in with Twitter, go ahead, use the code ZBTAG06, and with your little bit of time, you can create 50 cents to add to the pot. Now, if you want to do a little bit more, click on a couple of links, try to find some good things on the timeline for the sponsor quest. You can do that, add some more free money. And if you're feeling so generous on the 4th of July, you can add a little bit of your own money to the pot. I think you're going to be kind of hard pressed to take the #1 spot because I want to say Umbi has that on lock, but you can try to knock him down a peg. We would be so thankful. Enough of all of the commercial breaks and ads. The 4-time champion is here to defend his title again. Tectal Eastside still playing R.O.B and Yumi. Gonna see how he squares off against the artist formerly known as Phoenixian. I'm only saying this one time just so you know. You understand who Eon is. Eon still playing Blake, still playing Yumi, trying to see if he can cut the head off of the head honcho. Here we go. The first game of Winners Round 2. Immediately into the CC, and I'm liking the idea. Like, it was looking kind of sketchy because Tectal was up in the air, but because of the bit of the pause, that was enough time for Eon to see they needed to jump and bring Tectal down, but couldn't get the real confirmed. But the CC war, something that you gotta be real careful playing against Tectal, because he's very good at getting conversion out of his cross combo. Using the 5A, and that was a very brave 5A right there in the middle of a sandwich against a falling Yumi, but Tectal skirts away for now. So on the offensive, 5A, 2A, 5A, give me the bank. And willing to press forward. Doesn't really care about getting burst at this point, and that one he was waiting for. Solid punish, heavy conversion, making sure to dump a little bit of meter and leave a mark on Blake for coming in ill-advised. Wedged in again. The saga continues. Late air dash, double overhead, wasn't ready for the first one, and another punish on a burst. 2 for 2 is Tectal. Eon's in a really scary situation. Rez just to get one more chance, gunned down by the shotgun of an ice shard, and that's going to be the first game decisively going to the east side. And for all of the scraps that we've had going on so far, like, that game was a textbook clinic of BB tag. Again, it's just like trying to find solid openings into your cross combo. Like, you see, like, Tectal really likes using R.O.B 5B into a cross combo. That's after he already has Blake out there. So, like, Yumi out there. Like a Yumi 4P just to get somebody down, or maybe a Yumi 5P is kind of an expansion move if you want to use Marvel assist terms. But getting Yumi on the screen first, throwing a 5B out there with R.O.B, and then starting the oppression. And he also is very mindful when somebody wants to burst as well. Again, 2 for 2 on the burst punishes in that round alone. But that was only one game. I keep calling them rounds, they're games. As much as I scream at people, I'm going to get my terminology right. Let's see what this game 2 looking like. Eon with a little bit of respect, fading away before he gets a really good looking cross combo to start things off. Not a burst punish. And the burst punishes are what's going to mean so much at this point when you're playing somebody like Tectal. Because it's one thing that you're not getting hit and you're not like giving up a neutral position, but if you know the burst is coming, you gotta make sure to capitalize. Again, it's easy for me to say. I'm over here sitting in passenger seat. Ooh, looking for a throw, nothing doing, but catches him in the air with a 2B. Tectal able to flag him down. I don't know if he dropped that on purpose or not, but still looking kind of sloppy for him as he gives up the first burst to Eon. A break that he needs, but Eon's still pretty far behind, especially if he's going to let Yumi come over the high bar with a jump in. Locked out with an aerial rave. And I mean, he's not going to get the burst in time. Immediately in the super, yes, sir. Is that enough? Why are you even questioning it? You should know better. Again, this is looking like a tall mountain for Eon to climb. Level 3 res, but a lot of life he has to chew through with Blake. Still trying to be in it to win it, but it's going to be a hard one. Finds himself in the sandwich immediately. Scores himself out of the situation. Denies the throw. Clipped in the backside, though. And it wasn't even clipped in the backside. It was more of Tectel taking the fundamental footsie jump, stepping over Blake 5A. Yeah, Blake 5A. No, it's not 5B. 5B reaches to another zip code. But eventually caught up in a sandwich, and that's going to be the end of Blake in game 2.
I can't believe I actually got to fight a
Trying to chip down.
All right, I'm back.
Hi.
What's up?
The score is 2-0. We know what's up. Oh, do I have to tell you the score is 2-0? The score is 2-0.
I already reported it.
Y'all over here running TO things in my ears. Get out of here. I ain't on stream.
Ready.
Over here watching the trials and tribulations of Eon. Trying to see how he can break down the walls of Fort Tectel is hard.
Can't
It's
escape
hard.
from crossing fate. Fight.
It's one of those scenarios where, like, you know Eon's the kind of person that's playing the game all the time. Like, anytime you look at anybody's stream playing BB Tag, if they're ever working in lobbies, you literally see Eon somewhere there. But you're talking about a person that doesn't just live in the online lobby. You're talking about somebody who sits there and grinds all the T's and Q's, the P's and Q's, T's and I's, all the ends of every sentence that you can put together in BB Tag. So you got to make sure to have everything on point. And if not, this is kind of the end result right here. Locked in again. Gets a block on the late air dash. So that's a little bit of a reprieve. We're actually getting a little bit of say, but this is a slow pace of Tectel just biding his time just to get another good block. But the push block means so much. The meter gone, but it's a little bit of a break. And I feel like that's the first time that Eon's been able to completely survive a cross combo. So this is the time to go in. But again, the fundamentals from Tectel, not pressing too hard, just trying to make sure to keep Eon at bay and wait for the gauge to come back one more time. But he got clipped by the ice shards. This is a big chance that he needs. He'll get a punish on the burst. Oh, but a 2B and it confirmed. Has a lot of meter to work with. And you get Blake out here. Gonna try to take another guess. Gets the cross up. Gotta end it. There it is. That's R.O.B gone. R.O.B gone. Only a level 3 res. So this is a pretty huge opportunity for Eon to get on the board here. The defense from Texas is able to survive the sandwich. But yeah, now you get to see the one time of the world that Eon gets to play the game that he wants to. The cat and mouse game with Mrs. Belladonna. And I feel like this is one of the rare times I have to say this looks pretty rough for Tectel, but he gets in, he gets a throw. Hard baits the burst, nothing there. Maybe he dropped it. I'm trying to give him a little too much credit. DP, and that's going to be the end of Tectel right here. Eon's on the board. Able to stay toe in toe and finally get through a cross combo is Eon. Gets a couple of conversions on his own, a couple of big conversions. And those were just some of the steps that he needed to make his mark here in round 2 of the bracket. I know I'm being too fancy, sorry. But
yeah, Eon had a lot of good things there in that end of that last game. So
yeah,
this was able to just chip away at Tectel slowly and be able to, bait out what he needed.
And I have to say it again, it's not even just the end of the game, it was really the whole game. Because like I can't stress it enough. Like with the way that Tectel layers his offense, as people say, or structures his offense, like it means so much to one just survive. But the other thing that I mentioned earlier that happened was the big push block, just to mitigate one of them as well. Having to see how Eon gets to his cross combo in the beginning of game, I forget what game we're in. It wasn't a good one. What game are we in?
Game 4.
Game 4, thank you.
2-1 Tectel.
Right. One day I'll stick true to myself and actually have a notepad or something, but we ain't worried about that right now. Don't need to be taking notes on this. We're just witnessing.
Oh, good DP there for Eon.
Huh? And I wouldn't have even been too surprised if that really meant to be a push block, but either one would have worked for him at the time he needed right there. Leaving Tectal in the sandwich, but Tectal able to just jump out. Ooh! Tectal willing to let that one go. Not the most damaging confirm ever. Oh, yo.
There's gonna be some big damage here. This might be a dead Ruby.
Should be. Bro, they have 5 meter to start with. You better clean her up.
Oh, wait. Does he even need the extra 2? No, he does. Unfortunate.
Better safe than sorry, man.
Yeah, for sure.
And I mean, there's some big gains that you get with that. I mean, sure, you have to dump 2 other meters, but look over at the bottom right. Tectal only working with a level 2 res. I know I say that all the time, but he's just getting his meter from res. So, gonna have to spend some time to build some resources. Gonna dump 3 of them into this right here. No, just gonna hold on. Get your hands off of me. And this is
Oh, that's a good counter hit there from Tectal. Getting some momentum now.
he can't go too far away from Eon. Catches him asleep at the wheel with a throw. And he's gonna have to take one more. Tech out. And I see what Tectal's doing. I understand it, and I like the idea.
Drops the combo. Tries to bait the burst. Oh.
Push block 5B, no good. And yes, I like the idea of what Tectal's doing. One, he's winning, but he...
Oh. Oh. Doesn't try and go for the 2A link, but gets the 5B. I'm sorry, the JB. And that's the end of Tectal. Phoenix ties it up. I'm sorry, Eon ties it up 2-2. It's going to take a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, Eon showing really good patience there at the end of that last game. Being able to wait for the opportunity that he needed, let Yumi heal up, and then just got the hit that he needed. And yeah. Almost got unblockable there, yeah.
But like part of the reason that Eon was able to wait so long is because Tectal understood why he lost the big frustration of Game 3, which was Blake trying to run. So as soon as Yumi was by herself, he knew that Eon was just gonna open the hatch, put on the chute, and try to bail out, right? So you saw Tectal constantly jumping, like jumping, double jumping, super jumping, up backing, just to try to meet Eon in the air. And he did it a couple of times. But when Eon like finally pushed him off, especially push block 5B, that it got met with a ice shard, but it was a fadeaway ice shard. Like that was the
so he didn't really get anything like off of it.
Right. But he got time. Like that's what Eon really needed, just time to like catch Tectal in the air and pick the one shot that he really needed to put the final nail in the coffin there. And that leaves Eon 2-2 and in a prime position to make what would probably be the biggest upset in all of Zonebreakers Online so far.
Yeah, that would be really big for sure.
I mean, you can see the confidence in him as he starts off Game 5, just charging head first, but finds himself blocked in the corner. Good blocks on the delayed air dash, with the delayed air dash into the throw. Empty jump low. Tectal has literally shown him all the options, or I guess technically most of the options that you can have from a delayed air dash. Double overhead, empty throw, empty low. Blocks him in again. Empty low one more time, because I mean, it worked the first time. Why remix it? Do it again.
Get him with it again. Another one.
Gotta give the man some shin guards. And I'm kind of surprised he got the block on the JB there, because I thought it was going to cross up there. Maybe I need to fix my glasses. Yeah, this game is a disastrous start for Eon.
He's going to be buying some really good time here to try and get Yumi to heal. Nice conversion. Oh, unfortunate.
It's not the worst that happens just yet.
Good DP.
Yeah, and those are going to start adding up too. Like, with the lead that Tectal has at this point, as long as he doesn't allow something like this to happen, he could just nickel and dime. But this is a good one. Pushed over too, but still Eon's not ready for the burst. I want to say he's only been able to like block one. I don't know if he's punished one the entire set.
Oh, good 2B. This is going to be a lot of damage here. Going to get full corner carry too. Oh, tries to feed it to DP.
Yeah, Tectal not biting.
Rampage time is now on deck. This is going to be really good for Eon, because now he gets to make up some of that lost ground that he get. And now they're kind of evens the meter game a little bit.
Yeah, but
oh, that's unfortunate.
Just caught asleep. Yeah, just caught asleep at the wheel. Allow Tectal to take the free sandwich with the easy jump over. So again, this is another hard scenario for Eon, but he finds it falling JB. It's a start.
Oh, tries to get the sweep super, but unfortunately not going to get it. That would have been huge for Eon there.
Ooh.
Gets clipped by a 2A.
Chasing a little too hard. More specifically, just too slow to catch up to Tectal. I was looking for the crosses there. Just met in the chest with a 5A and looking like it's going to be the end. Double supers.
Yes. And Tectal started out that game pretty convincingly, and then Eon started to crawl back, but Tectal just able to close it out. Good stuff from both of those players there.
Yeah, man. Saw that Eon was able to disrupt the rhythm of Tectal later on in the set. Kind of take some of the fundamentals away from him. You saw a little more of the rigid cross combo setups and structure coming out of Eon, but still wasn't enough to just fell Tectal. Like, it's really hard because even at the end of the day, when you get past the actual BB tag part and you still get into the basic playing a mobile heavy 2D game, like, can you catch him? Can you catch him with the hits that really matter?
Right.
Can you make him block the things that really matter? And that was like the tell of the last exchange where Eon was looking for Tectal in the air. Went with the super jump JA. Tectal had already used I forget what the dashes are called. They're not. Is it gun blast? He used the dash thing, right? Just to move away, and he gets down. And he gets down before Eon can get up and make him block JA. And that's what allowed him to slide under, get the 2A in the backside, and like just really start to sing the beginning of the end of it.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, definitely can't discredit Eon though. He put in a heck of a fight there towards that match.
Yeah, that was a tight battle, yo.
Yeah, for sure. That was like our what, 4th game 5 of the day already? Because I think all of these games so far have gone to game 5 in winner side.
You actually made it to game 5? What the
Damn.
Got him. Guess what? You a spectator right now, so I ain't got to say anything about you because we have the other winner semis match. This is looking like Megakin. I actually have my glasses off, but I see a Mika and a Chie.
Yes, we're going to have Razzo versus Megakin. Texas versus Florida. Hope the connection's good.
Hey, man, you allowed this to happen.
I know. I know.
So if this thing turns into hot garbage, everybody's going to point the fingers at you.
Rip.
You should have just let that one go. Mika. First time we see her today, but not standing in front of a Carmine, in front of a Chie. Ooh, nah. Hakumen just coming in with the combo breaker, giving a little bit of reprieve for Carmine there. Mika missile, we out of there. Ooh, but to the dome piece.
Oh, tries to bait the burst there. Oh, that's going to be some... Oh, baits the burst? Oh, this is going to be huge.
Ooh, jeez. Megakin perfectly willing to show what a proper reset looks like, or more specifically, a proper burst bait.
Is that 15? Almost. That was a lot of damage.
I mean, if you round up, it's 15, so it's 15 enough to me. And now you...
Oh, tries to bait the burst there.
Yeah, but I mean, the damage has really been done at this point. And, like, this is the worst scenario for Razzo to be in. Another one of his classic double DPs. But the reason why that scenario was so bad for him is, like, sure, you have Carmine in the back, but Carmine is going to need his health anyways for stuff like this. Gets to confirm this should be the end of Mika? No, doesn't have the meter.
Wait. Oh, almost.
With a pixel and the prayer. And, yo, she don't care. Still in there with Mika misses. Yeah, please don't call her again.
Mika just chilling, man.
You say that, but I was so scared that
right?
Ken was going to press another P. Yeah, trying to fight himself out of it.
Herculean coming in clutch there. Razzo needs to be really careful.
I hit that knees with the JA, so that's a pretty good start.
This is gonna be nice. Haran's gonna heal a lot here too.
Yeah.
Oh, baits the counter.
Bruh, he just ended her career.
Sandwich.
DP to get some space. Slides under the falling jumping with
Razzo coming all the way back and taking game 1 over Megakin.
You know, with all the times that Razzle just got like the full A string with Carmine, I have to ask, was he literally behind? Because I mean, yo, the EHP on that boy.
Yeah. Making up a lot of ground
Oh yeah.
with all those heals for sure.
You can convince me he actually had like 2 health bars that game. For
Maybe.
Carmine. For Carmine.
You might as well have.
Get ready.
I mean, that's one of the benefits of the characters. Again, it's like really scary looking at a scenario that Razzle was in, knowing that if Hakumen goes down, Carmine's gonna have to come in and use his life to get damage. And there was even a scenario where he gets to confirm on Chie over on the right side, and you see both of their health bars just high-fiving the floor. But Razzle was still able to hold
I'll
on.
show you my ultimate move.
Master of the trade.
Taco Bell.
That's just one. This is one. Got to be 2 more.
For sure.
Can't escape
All right.
from fate.
1 on the board. Game 2 starting up. Let's go. That's a decent amount of chip, but Carmine lost some more health in that situation.
Yeah.
Oh, the good scramble here. Carmine almost down at half health already.
He gets to the backside. Looks like good looks by him.
This Mika is just going all over the place. These Carmine combos are so good. Oh, clips Hakumen there too.
My turn.
Ooh, yo, crashing the front door with the 2C. That's a good starter for him. It's another pickup. You see Megakin just hitting the deck with 2A, trying to see if he can low profile in, but not good enough. Holding on to the burst.
Oh, very good. Reset him there, actually, after getting the jump normal.
I get the impression that it's one of those things where he was expecting him to get to block the JA, so it's just going to be a delayed overhead, but still panned out perfectly in Razzle's favor as he's chewing into Mika. Yeah, that's going to be the end of it. Don't even have to think about it.
10K.
Yeah, man.
This team does damage, man.
And I mean, it's one thing to say does damage because a lot of teams do damage, but
Yeah.
it's fairly easy damage to come by. That's one of the hallmarks of it, you know. It's one of the things that's really useful for it. It's not like you have to stretch so far. You don't have to do the calculus to get the specific counter hit on this angle, making sure that everything lines up on the correct latitude on the 3rd Thursday of the month or anything. You just
You just do it.
get a JA. Carmine JA. Get Hakumen out there. Let him clean him up.
Grab. And the funny thing about that combo, too, is that he heals help off of that, too, before the super even hits.
Right.
Can't
Big
Crazy.
gain.
from crossing fate.
Speaking of big gains, here we go into game 3. Gonna tag out Mika to see if we can get some long-range artillery from Elizabeth. Get some always save me.
Maybe just to have some more screen control similar to what Hakumen has in his 6B2.
Possibly.
Oh my god, he just DPs.
Yeah. The confidence bringing out of him because he looked like he didn't even care to bait a burst right there. He was just saying that you better save Chie. Willingly gonna take shots as Liz as Ken's trying to run over for the corner. Ooh, gets away with the DP.
Good EX counter. It's gonna be a lot of damage. Oh, yep. Okay, I thought he dropped it for a second.
Yo, I saw that the first, like earlier when he did that. I
Yeah.
said the same thing too. Yeah, he knows what's up, man. Razzle do his Razzle things.
Oh, good DP.
I mean, yes, because he hit Liz, but you could see the burst during the super free, so it's like, could he just ended it right there? I mean, he's still in an amazing position. It doesn't matter too much. I'm trying to overanalyze because
Right. Oh, accidentally drops that combo there.
Oh,
good punish.
Oh my word! Is this the break that Megakin needed?
Yes, it is.
Really?
Put him in a coffin.
Squad! Like,
oh, took a bit of unnecessary damage there from that burst, but Hakumen cleaning it up, delaying the DP, delaying the burst. Oh, gets a DP of his own. Oh my, they're just swinging at each other.
Oh.
Oh Lord. Rasso cleaning up the end of that game. Taking the set 3-0 for Megakin.
So you ever wanted to see a game of checkers? Like real-time checkers? Who's jumping who? Who's trying to get king?
Oh Lord.
Rasso holding on. Because it was looking really scary for him in my mind. Because it was like Megakin was holding on based off of the fact that I still think Razzle did not have a solid punish on that burst. Like, he should have been able to put a super on it. Should have been able to put, he had Carmine. So, like, Carmine 2B, but just took a DP, and Megakin, like, got an inch, and I can't say he got a mile out of it, but 3/4. He got pretty far down the track.
Yeah, he definitely took that pretty far.
Not far enough.
Unfortunately.
He's not able to catch Razzo, who has ran up to the winners finals again and is waiting to square off one more time against somebody that we'll talk about in a second because he's never here on time. Matcherino, exclamation point Matcherino. Yeah, I know you. Exclamation point Matcherino. Links are coming up in the chat. You've already been through this twice. You know what's up. Click the one for BB Tag. Use your favorite social media, log in. Your code is ZBTAG06, and that will create 50 cents to add to the pot. Thank you. If you want to do some sponsor quests, go ahead and do a couple of those. You got a little bit of time because we're still waiting on Technical. I see him in the lobby, but we're still waiting on him. Do some sponsor quests. Thank you for the sponsor quest. And if you're feeling super gracious, you can add a little bit of your own money. We'd be thankful for anything you give us. But at the least, the 50 cent. We're so super thankful for that.
The 50 cents goes a long way.
Oh yeah. But enough
think about it. If 30 people donate 50 cents, that's $15 added to the pot.
$15 that might actually get Tecto to show up on time.
Nah, this man Tecto won $100+ one weekend, and he still didn't show up on time.
Wow. Jokes aside, here he is in the winners finale again, squared off against Razzo.
Carmine walled here versus Tecto.
Fueling them with my blood spikes will suit them better.
It's gonna be really interesting to see where this goes.
Razzo's had a couple. Ooh, that's so sad. That's so sad that he had the burst for that too, but able to pick up the 2A. Wasn't ready for Yumi to come in. Bruh. You want to talk about one of the 5 things in this game that has more reach than a Yumi 4P?
What is that?
Wall 2B. Thing reaches up to the clouds, my man.
I mean, you could make the same argument for Naoto 4P, but he's not on the screen right now.
Yeah, that's why we're not worried about him.
Oh, good punish there from Razzo.
See, that's what I was talking about earlier. He has those. Doesn't even need the freeze frame for it. Get some more life back. Get the
grabs the counter.
That's the end of, that should have been the end of Yumi.
Unfortunately, drops the combo, but he gets the air unblockable on Ruby.
I mean, this is almost...
That's a dead Ruby.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is... Maybe you would argue this is the better place to be, especially since he's going to be able to take Ruby out of there. Yumi's coming in with very little life, so that really encourages Tectool to use his res early, and it's only a level 3 res. There it is. What's the mix going to be? Same side with the low, but the cross combo. Locked in jail. Tectal holding on for dear life. Gets the block on both the hits of the JA. Having to take one more assault, but unblockable.
Oh, gets the sweep loop in the corner, too. Reset? No, going straight for the super to end it. I don't think this is going to kill.
Leaves him in the
Is it
corner,
overhead?
though.
Oh, Yubi's too short.
I think he needed to step up for it, but either way, still didn't pan out. But, I mean, Razzle's in an amazing position. Waited for the DP. Not a fan of snow globes. Who collects those still? Haven't seen one of them in years. But I guess Razzle's a collector since he waited and snatched up the first one in game 1. Carmine Wald, is that the answer that Razzle needs?
Maybe. Razzo putting in a lot of work there that game. Those air unblockables, too, were coming in clutch, just jailing Tectal in the air, just not allowing him to move, and Razzo getting a lot of damage off of it, too.
Right.
Get ready. Get ready.
I feel like the second one meant so much more than the first one because he was able to really catch Tectal on the back foot, just trying to see if he can like get down and get in a position to push both of them off of him, but couldn't get there in time. And Dad started to spell his doom in game 1. So let's see what game 2 is looking like.
Oh, gets the counter hit right off the bat with the 5B starter. Tries to put him in an air tech situation. And, you know, this team is something. I've never seen this team before.
What? He's played it on Zonebreakers. Okay. Yo,
maybe I just tuned out last time. Maybe I just haven't seen the full extent of what this team can do. My fault.
Fair enough.
And he based the burst there. And this is going to be a lot. That's a dead Ruby.
Yeah.
It doesn't even need to spend the 4.
Bro, this is a disaster of a game for Tectal. Jeez.
Yeah, I've never seen Razzo being able to apply so much pressure to Tectal like this.
Wait for the res again. That's a level 2 res. Tossing some meteor in the ice shard.
Good jump from Tectal, though. Getting out of there, but getting caught by the EX pinwheel.
It's air-to-air JA, but not a full confirm. This one's pretty hard.
I think he didn't go for a confirm there just because of the resonance. His time was running very low.
Fair enough.
Oh, baits the burst there.
Having a little bit of life. Ooh, he caught him up backing? Or I guess up forwarding since there was no exclamation point. There's no way, right?
Oh, tried to fuzzy Wald there, but unique characters are a little on the hard side to fuzzy. Even with Wald being so big.
Right. And Razzo's like showing so much respect to Tectal, just like even after getting some space, allowing Tectal to step up time and time again.
He whipped a super big 2B in his face there and just runs up and gets the grab, goes for the super immediately, not gonna kill. I can't see the health bar because Wald's in the way.
I know, right? But still, there's no way, dude. Think about this. A level 2 res in the team,
this is gonna be big.
right? And he's got to make sure to finish just to get the life back as well. He can't give this up in this scenario, which he does. And on the offensive with the
that's it.
Again.
Razzo closing out game number 2 again. Tectal almost clawing his way back there, man.
Razzle can't feel good. Razzle can't feel good about that one.
Yeah,
He really can't.
it is good that he closed out the game, but Tectal was able to make so much ground up there towards the end of that like round that Razzo has to be just thinking about that.
And it's the two things are like, one, it is probably unsettling for Razzo that he was allowing Tectal to take so many chances, like letting him just take delayed air dashes, empty jumps time and time again. But even with doing that, he wasn't able to defend them all. Like, he wasn't able to defend most. Well, it was about half. But he just gave up a lot of hits. So that, I can't see that setting well with him. But even then, he's got to clear his mind. Because even with that win, he's looking at a new team. One that we don't see very often, especially online, in Narukami and S.
Yeah, we don't normally see this team online very much as far as the tournament goes, but I've definitely seen Tectal play this team before. This team's not bad by any means.
You know, just so I can be that guy again. I'm pretty sure he's played it like once or twice in the series, but
I think he played it the first time to beat Fame, actually.
sounds about right. That will be Zonebreakers 2.
Yes. Yeah, this man got all the receipts. Oh, very nice. Oh, not getting able to get the invincibility on the DP though, but just DPing again. Maybe we see instant overhead. Yes.
Woo! Fade away, JD. One of the hallmarks of S.
Definitely haven't seen the S from Tectal in some time, but it's very good to see it again, just hitting him all with these instant overheads, but unfortunately not able to bait the burst there.
I don't really think the burst mean too much at this point. I mean, sure, it'd be nice, it'd be the icing on the cake, but bruh, Razzle has not been able to do anything except for hold back this entire game.
And now Arkami coming in to clean it up.
That 2B just shun it off with a block. And you got to up back there. You don't want to fall into that sandwich.
Good DP. Goes for the JC, but not going to get the conversion there.
A couple of hits, but yeah, Razzle's not ready for any of those. He's just trying to keep Tectal in check and look for the throw that doesn't come, so he's got to work his way in again. Rezzing, he's going to give up a sandwich here. Now,
that will be it. Tectal taking a very convincing game number 3.
Yeah. It's the kind of thing I expect when somebody like Tectal switches characters, right? Because he's the one, again, that spends a lot of time like ironing out all the details of his teams, right? So when he's switching, like unless you're just already like you already have a set game plan and experience against him, like you literally have to get readjusted to how he's going to look at the game, right?
Right.
So you have some longer buttons in Narukami. You have longer buttons with, well, I want to say longer buttons. Like R.O.B buttons aren't long or anything, especially the air buttons. But one of the big differences between the team is just when S gets a knockdown in your face, the way she's able to just relentlessly attack with overheads and lows as well. Like, not the same tone that Tectal generally takes with the R.O.B Yumi, where he looks to lock somebody in and then like pressure them with delayed air dashes and everything.
Yeah,
a little bit of a timing change.
Looks like you need to get your win.
Going back to the Carmine Hakumen.
Have some long buttons to combat the swords as well. Like, you know, who brings some fist to a knife fight, something like that.
Oh, baits the DP and gets a big punish.
Big starters as well, monster starters. 10K?
Almost.
10K enough in my book. Like, how do you get Narukami out of here? You don't get him off in like the best way possible. Is S is gonna eat half her life as well.
Oh, good burst there. Carmine's literally bleeding right now.
Yeah, that dropped me so much.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's easy to say he dropped the combo and the damage is gone, but because he didn't get all the way to the end, he doesn't get his health back. He's still in a pretty good position. Wasn't ready for the burst. Narukami saving the day. And Tectal was just jumping to save himself at that point, but still gets the pit. Ooh! Bruh, Hakumen burst. Tectal taking another stab, and yeah, with no burst to save Hakumen, that's going to be the end of him here. Carmine coming in is going to lose. Well, he's not going to lose the red health, but it's going to be hard for him to get him back. He's got to just like, he's got to survive.
Oh, good jump on that burst. On that, I'm sorry, on that DP. And Tectal coming back after Razzo just went out the gate at the beginning of that game 4.
And
now we're on another game 5 situation.
Does he start Hakumen? He started Carmine, right? Yeah, he started Carmine. Does he start Hakumen here?
I'm not sure. He started Carmine in that last game.
Yeah. See, I'm thinking it's like because the adjustments like if he's thinking of characters again, it's like he can either start Hakumen or he could shuffle one more time. He still has a Merkava. He also has a Naoto. We ain't trying to see his Naoto. He has a Merkava, but no, he's gonna stick with Carmine Hakumen. He's gonna start with Carmine again. So I'm gonna have to see how the start is.
Yeah, it's definitely not a bad conversion that he was able to get there. It's just that I don't know. Maybe do you think Carmine losing that much health?
But yeah,
Yeah.
like it's always, and that's the thing to really keep in mind with Carmine. Like, drops mean double fold for him because everybody loses the damage when they drop the combo, but Carmine doesn't get his back when he drops it. Cross combo.
Oh, good DP.
Kind of wonder if he could have. I'll think about that later. Especially since he got this super right here. Wasn't ready for S to save the
Who
day.
just DPs again? Tecto wasn't ready for it.
He's feeling a little loose.
Oh, gets the air unblockable.
Gets to confirm. That's the bigger thing.
Yes. That was a very good DP active switch there. Oh, and he gets the confirm here. Narukami is going to be probably dead if he gets the meter here. No, unfortunately. But that's a dead Narukami.
Oh, yeah. No way for S to come save the day. Hakumen's going to take this incoming. Immediate incoming, but
yeah that was a good delay from Tectal there to actually get rid of the rest of that cross combo gauge. Oh, gets the grab.
I feel like that was a really rough situation that was presented to Razzle. The one where, like, he's winning, so he doesn't want to go into S, but she's missing half of her life, right?
Right. Oh, gets a... No, blocks it!
So ready for it. And he has
is this it?
Might be.
Oh, he misses it! Misses the timing just a little bit, and Tecto's able to make a lot of ground up here, hopefully. But he still has a long way to go. Misses the combo again. So much spaghetti here at the end of game 5. I got it. I got it.
Dude, the adaptation from Tecto right there, though.
Tectal just hitting a DP of his own. Oh, drops the combo again. Oh, tries to go for the command grab.
There was no way he wanted that.
No, probably tried to get like some form of like super jump JA or something.
Yeah.
But very unfortunate stuff. But Razzo closing it out. Both players did drop a lot that set though. Nerves probably getting to both of them. That was really close.
It was having to play against each other. Like, it was in the beginning. It was Razzo having to deal with like the little bit of solid plays that Tectal had before forcing him off into Narukami and S, and then just Tectal is lining up series after series, forcing Razzo to try to survive it, and like the answer back is just having some defensive options, because that was something that crossed my mind at the end of the last Zonebreakers, where we were talking about Tectal having so many answers for the DP.
Right.
And I'm glad I actually started to say this, because when we got off the air last time, I was thinking in my mind, like, why are we saying that Tectal base Razzle's DP, and it's like that means that Razzle has a very linear defensive option. Like, he just looks to DP, right? And he was pretty good about it for the most part. Comes into game 5 and he has a little bit of wind in his sails, and you see him throwing a couple more DPs, right? Tectal got around 1. He crushed him for it, right? Didn't kill him for it, but he crushed him, put it on his mind. And it put it on his mind because you saw there was like a good 10 seconds where Razzo was like jumping forward and blocking, or he was just like blocking on the ground. He was not willing to throw the DP again. And that's where Tectal catches the adaptation, gets the throw on, but still isn't enough to pin Razzo down. And Razzle's able to, actually, I don't remember exactly how he got the hit on, but the thing that I'm trying to take away from this is both of them are paying a lot of attention to each other.
Correct.
Paying so much attention.
Get ready.
Like they see each other.
Yo, I just saw what Megakin's profile statement was in this game. That's funny. That's really funny, considering how many Yumis are in this tournament.
Can't forget the warm-up. Now let's do this.
Anyways, you're gonna get into game 1 over here and losers semis. So we are in top 4. This is for money now. So this should be a top 3 payout, I believe. So the winner of this match will get into that top 3.
You believe? You should know this.
Well, I had to double check the Maturino.
Megakin says he wants that money.
Yeah, Mega can open it up immediately, being like, "Hey, I hear money's on the line. I want it." It's gonna be a...
Bro, he just used like 6 meters of that. It still didn't get rid of Blake. Needs a 5C to get the job done, and that's on the mark. Yumi comes in, doesn't care about Tomoe or Chie, though. Hammering on 5A.
Oh, tries to use the A-Rekka into probably an overhead.
Yeah.
Oh, Astra coming in. Is this gonna be it?
There's no meter.
Yes.
There's no meter.
Still gets hit by a 4P and ends up taking the game.
I would like to point out
There was
that,
no meter.
Well, no, not even that. I'd like to point out that we're teching in and we're pressing buttons. That was the name of that game.
Yes, it was indeed.
Incoming 5A, Tekken 5A, Tekken 2A. Over here making a mad dash for the cash. Any switches? No switches.
Get ready.
Switches get stitches. Don't want any of that over here. But starting Yumi.
Yes, I actually kind of agree with that starting with GA just because you're able to get some more pressure started, especially with Blake assist. It allows some more easier sandwiches.
Well,
Can't escape from
see how that pans out. Getting into game 2. 5C, 5B's meeting 5B. Man, imagine all the BB tag I've talked about, and I still look at Chie and call her 5B Persona 5C. Rough, man.
Oh, this could be a big happy birthday here.
We in here pressing buttons. I told you. Playing fighting game. That's huge.
Right.
No matter how you
that's
cut it,
huge.
that's huge.
Yeah, for sure.
Half
I guess he wanted the guaranteed damage rather than having the chance of Aerial Rave dropping the combo, but that's not going to matter anymore because Yumi's down.
Yeah, this is another one of those tricky scenarios where technically Eon's winning. Has a lot of
Oh my god, so many clashes. Good patience on Megakin's part, though. Oh, big happy birthday! And Phoenix, I'm sorry, Eon takes game number 2. Very important happy birthday there.
So the idea is to start Yumi, right? Throw her in the trash can.
And just have Blake clean up.
It's Blake's
I mean,
birthday.
it worked.
Everybody giving Blake presents. Like, it's... I say you throw Yumi in the trash can, but she got the first present for Blake. A big, like, wake up 5A.
Right.
And I mean, it being a 5A means a lot. Because for it to be a 5A, that means there was no meaty there.
Correct.
Yeah. Not a lot really on my mind. I'm just waiting to see what unfolds in game 3. Who's getting blown up today on the next exciting episode of BB Tag?
Yeah, that's what this game has turned into.
Bro, why you start Blake? Hold on.
Now he started Blake. They're just gonna both throw Blake into the trash can and have Yumi clean up now.
Let's do the statistics, all right? You start with Blake, you don't win. You start with Yumi, you win. We'll see how this goes.
Yumi's still taking the brunt of the damage, but that grab's gonna be big.
Look at some really high air dashes. What?
Oh, very good stuff with the beat gunshot there. Oh, unfortunately, doesn't get the happy birthday anymore, but this is still gonna be good damage regardless, and he's gonna get corner to corner.
Air dash.
Oh, that's that dead? Yes. Oh,
So you thought-
no, he didn't get Elizabeth out of there. Very unfortunate.
You don't even want to say it anymore, huh? You just looking at it like this man has been over there chilling at the thrift store, gets all the 2-for-1 deals. Really? So after blocking the beam, you're looking at Blake coming in and 5B.
Yep.
The boldness of Megakin. And I can't really say too much of it because it's really been the tale of the match between both of them so far.
Oh, good sandwich there by Eon, but he's going to have just enough time to burst out. Oh, he could have supered.
I think he was just looking for 5B. Really any hit, maybe 2C in the swap or something like that. Didn't pan out. It's going to be uncaught.
Oh, you are... Yeah, but Megakin is going to hit a button there, and Blake going to take her out. And then... Guardine? No. Nope. No. Full punish. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
Got under with the 2A, can't find anything there. Empty jump, and he just knew that a DP had to be coming out, waited long enough, gets the throw.
And he gets the confirm. Good stuff to Eon there. Getting that good confirm there at the end when he needed it.
These games, dude. Scrapping.
Scrapping, indeed.
We don't have time to think about this, right? You don't need to get out there and assess the situation. Get out there and play with your heart.
Yeah, for sure. I believe that puts us at a 2-1 scenario. Eon now up 2 on set point right now.
Yo, I'm super down with this.
We see the switch to Mika Chie, so we are going to have more presence in the air now for on Megakin's side to be able to deal with Blake.
If we have a character that punches, I'm down with this.
Yeah, I mean, Chie punches. I mean, I'm bad. Tomoe punches. Chie just kicks.
But yo, Mika dives in head first. She came ready to fight. She's over here fighting for survival because this could be the last game. Here we go.
It could be.
Ooh, Megakin, got a little bit of a clip 2-for-1, but wasn't deep enough to really make sure Yumi stayed in. But this is still
Gets some decent damage there.
Had a big blast off.
Just for the JC.
You knew he had an agenda to put Yumi on ice.
Oh, misses the conversion, and this is going to be big for Eon.
Where have I seen this before? Instead of a tech
drops the combo. Didn't activate cross combo in time, so he accidentally hits the limit. Oh, he's going to get the confirm anyway.
And he has another super if he needs it, which he does.
And there goes Megakin. Sorry, Mika.
Mika-kin.
Mika-kin.
Yeah. Chie getting picked up by a 4P all the way from downtown.
Oh, baits the DP. It's going to be huge. I don't think that's going to be it, though.
Not just yet. Going to need one more. He's in the back.
Can't see what side this is on. Good collab. Okay.
Yeah.
And Eon taking it there.
Leave now, while you still have your life. Face me again and
It's like 3-1. Literally scratching, clawing, scrapping throughout the entire set. Yeah, it was a wild set.
Yeah, that's definitely something for sure.
It was a set of scrambles. I mean, it's just in the nature of those two with the way they play. Like, you constantly see Eon looking to just be mobile with Blake, trying to stay on the edges of 5B and JB, perfectly willing to challenge time and time again with Yumi 5A. And on the other end of the spectrum, Megakin was kind of mirroring that a little bit to some degree with Mika, like using the Mika missiles for the bit that he can.
Right.
But there were so many scenarios where he has Chie on point. You see him like looking for 4P, 4A, excuse me. Especially at the end through all of the Blake smoke, you could just see him like literally in the dark, taking shots in the dark with 2A, trying to see if he can find any ankles. Mm-hmm. It was just, that was a pretty good description of the entire set. They scrap.
Yeah, they were scrapping for a minute for sure.
But speaking of scrapping for minutes, y'all know what time it is. It's time for
Maturino ad.
All right, you just ruined my fun. All right,
I'm sorry.
because I mean that is true. It's time for Maturino, but go ahead, go.
Oh, my bad. All right, so for those of you who are watching, this tournament is a free to enter tournament, and you also technically have free money to win as well, because we are funded by Maturino once again. So if you guys can hit the Maturino code in the chat, it pulls up a link. You can go to that link, sign in with your favorite social media, hit that contribute button, and you can type in the code that you guys see on the screen right now, ZBTag06, and you guys just add a free 50 cents to the prize pool. You guys also have the sponsor quest up there, and you guys can donate if you want to out of your own pocket, but it's not necessary. You can do this all for free and just still be able to give some money to the players. So with that being said, moving on to our top three, we're going to see Phoenix versus Tectal East Side once again. This is the run back from winners and from the last event as well.
You're gonna see who?
I'm sorry, Eon versus Tectal East Side.
Can't escape from
Yeah, Tectal's not having any more Ruby Yumi. Look, I'm assuming that he's just gonna be running Narukami S until this doesn't work anymore, and that might be the index case to get rid. Although honestly, I'm under the impression that he was looking for a late push block and it just didn't pan out in his favor.
Oh, good punish on the burst.
And it was literally pretty interesting because based off of the timing, I feel like that Tectal was just looking to get out of the scenario. Because of the spacing, Eon was ready for it. Gets the pickup on as carts are over to the corner. Tectal with the block.
What?
Yeah, that's what happens when you have auto combos. 5A going to the right, AA auto correcting to the left. With a falling JA. Getting a little bit of space for Tectal. Looking for the burst. Doesn't even need to get it just yet because Eon's not bursting. He's still hitting 5A. It's still finding the mark.
And we are going to see Eon take first blood here.
Narukami coming in with not the strongest of res. Only half-life to work with. Well, gets caught with the cross-up gunshots. Still gets one more chance. It's going to be rough for him, though. Looking for a punish, can't find him, but catches the up back with a 2C. Not the most damaging thing. Is baiting hard.
Whoa, what? Oh, misses to confirm there, unfortunately, with the assist, but it's still a very good position for Eon. Tectal's bleeding right now.
I kind of feel like he's over with this game with the way he's playing, just like constantly holding forward, just pretty much saying he just wants out at this point. Sooner rather than later, he finally sniffs out a DP. So this is a start.
Oh, didn't get the kill though, but gets Yumi to come in. That DP gonna clip him though.
Yeah.
Just runs in with the 5A. And was that JC or 5C?
JC.
Okay, I wasn't able to tell the difference.
Yeah, it did the same job. Got away from a throw.
For sure.
I won't be surprised if Tectal goes immediately back to Ruby Yumi just for Eon.
Yeah, he might.
That did not look good for him at all. Wasn't able to get anything solid. It's kind of struggling really to deal with Blake buttons. Got slapped up a couple times by Yumi 5A. Yeah, there we go.
Get ready.
Yep, we're gonna see the return of Ruby Yumi. Like you said, play it till it doesn't work.
And I mean, it's easy for me to sit here and look at the history and say that he would go back to what beat Eon, but it was the fact that he probably just feels more comfortable with the Ruby buttons and the spacing that he can play. Access to a more immediate gunshot, a longer range 5A as well.
For sure.
I mean, it's easy to just say better tools, but better tools really dispatch the game plan of Eon specifically. It's not looking like it's working out in the beginning, though, except for the drop there. And that's a really crucial drop for Eon, because he didn't force anything out of Tectal. So even though he got some life, he still has to work through the same resources.
Correct.
And that was actually a really sloppy attempt out of Tectal. Like, he got the clean. Yo, Eon just feels all the confidence. A little too much is reason why he's double jumping clean into a DP. Tectal doesn't like you. Tectal does not like he does not like Eon's Yumi. Because I mean, think about it, he just brazenly does a super before the burst comes back. Doesn't want anything to do with it. Because I mean, Yumi has been doing a lot for Eon.
For sure.
Ready with a punish. Is this punish? Not gonna be able to take Blake out, but he's gonna leave her in a pretty sticky situation over in the corner. Gonna get locked in. Save. Empty jump low. He fooled me as well. That
empty jump low has been doing a lot for Tectal.
Yeah.
And he does take Blake. This against the 5A.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man. Eon shows no fear. Especially with Yumi. Like, anytime he's on defense, more often than not, the answer has been a 5A. It's been working out pretty well. Look for another JC. You're crazy. Tectal didn't have the range. Oh! That's a low. I mean, it makes sense, but that's a low.
Yes, EX is a low, and that's going to take it. Yumi mirror.
I think that might be kind of scary for Tech. You know it's on Tectal's mind that he's got to be looking out for the 5A of all things.
Oh, baits the 2B.
And that's the other thing. Like, it's a bait. Hold on. You get down in time. Is that going to be it?
Yeah.
So it's one thing to say that it's a bait, but if you have been, like, watching Eon's Yumi, he's been consistently, like, habitually, anytime Tectal's in the air coming at him, he's looking for the 2B. And it's to the point of there is one of the things, or it's the kind of thing where if you see it, it's really exploitable because you know it's coming. Case in point, Tectal gets around it. And I mean, he wasn't the most accurate with the timing, which is why he got a counter hit, right? Because if he would have just got like a real punish, there was no counter hit there. But he's jumping around the 2B, and I can only guess that as soon as Eon saw him over there, he scrambled and tried a 5A. But so that's another really subtle thing to pick up on.
Oh, for sure.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that was something that Tectal attacked specifically. But I'm going to put the needle on the record and say once is not enough. As here we are going into game 4.
No, this is game 3.
Game 3, okay. That's why I kind of left it as a question, man. Right, he didn't try Narukami as this one. I mean, this is why, like, when you can get huge payouts with Yumi, gets the fuzzy, get dizzy, catches the burst as well, bro. Yo,
and that's a dead Yumi. What? He was dead. The super. All right. I think it looks like he tried to kill him with gun blast.
Possible.
And he could have just supered. But I ain't gonna judge. Tectal is still in a really good position right now to take this game.
Because the other thing you have to consider with that is like holding on to it, even though he should have made sure to be done with it. But by holding on to it, he has more meters for push blocks.
Right.
And since he's fairly strong in a defensive position against Eon, it's not so bad for him to do that if he maintains the defensive posture. But got to be successful. Later, dash into the A from Eon, taking a page out of Tectal's playbook to start things off. Caught him, trying to hold him. Gets the TP.
Is that going to be it? Should
be.
No.
That's what I get for running my mouth. Safety gets into Yumi. So yeah, Eon's got to tread carefully on this. Like, doesn't want to just run into a stray 5A that he knows Yumi has, but can't wait too long and let Ruby get her life back. Comes in and gets a counter hit on the throw. And you see Tectal just really driving the point home that he's going to get all the life back on Ruby before he puts her back on point. But
we have to talk about the momentum that Eon
No, we don't. We ain't got to say nothing about that.
Tecto pulling a play right out of Eon's playbook and mashing 5A on Wake Up. And Tecto taking game number 3. We're up 2-1.
Even looking in the vacuum of running smack into a 5A, if there was one that quote unquote made sense throughout the entire, because Eon's on the clock. Like Eon's literally on the clock at that point, and Tecto has shown that he's willing to just slow play him. So he was a little too overzealous, a little too eager to get in there, but he knows that he can't let Tecto sit for too long, or it's just gonna be more HP that he has to fight through.
Right.
He still just ran into a 5A though, man. Just slapped in the mouth.
Yeah, for sure.
Tecto on match point, trying to see if he can get another tournament win, but he's gonna have to fell the demon that placed him down in the lower bracket first. Still got to make it through Eon. Still got to make it through Eon. Game 4. Game 4?
Yes, this is game 4.
So
I mean, Eon still has the potential to be able to bring this back.
Actually, it didn't matter what side he was on. He just landed next to Yui.
Good counter hit. And it was high enough to be able to get the pickup.
Pretty good. Eon's trying to...
Gets the bait, but doesn't really get the punish, unfortunately. Oh, and he gets punished himself by throwing the fireball, but it drop. Okay. Oh,
that one looked a lot more funkier than the first one.
Right?
Why do I feel like the Ice Shard class with the gunshot?
I think it did.
But I mean, like both the Tectals, that's what I'm getting at.
Oh, got you.
4P pickup. Where's the burst?
Oh, there it is.
And with as close as this is, that means so much more. But he gets to the backside and gets a throw. One of the rare times that Eon's not pressing a button, even though I don't think he could have got there in time. But solid confirm. Carried over to the corner. And this is classic Tectal. Double overhead from the air dash. And he was looking for the burst again, and he finds it this time. Big catch with the real. Some big EX damage. Super?
No, he's going to save it. That wouldn't have killed. And unfortunately, Yumi goes down.
And he didn't need it that time. That's the big one. He's going to get to take another look at this. And he was waiting for the DP. Waits a second for the DP, jumps away. Because again, this is where Tectal goes into the slow mode.
Oh, gets the 2B. And he gets the conversion. And that will be it. Tectal takes the set 3-1 over Eon. Very good stuff from Eon, though. Definitely showing a lot of promise in this tournament.
All right. But with me even trying to say that Tectal was presumably going to slow play it, the end of that right there, just again, like I say this about Tectal every time he plays, even if it's BB Tag or if it's Grand Blue, one of the staples of his gameplay, like between all games, is the switch of his pacing. And in a scenario where it looked really good for him to just wait again, and it looked like a situation where he would wait and let Eon hang himself. What does he do? He sees Eon in the air and he steps under him. He's looking for him to come down for the 2B.
Yep.
Lights his shins up, cleans him clear out of the bracket, and finds himself in grand finals. And we ain't even got to wait for him because he's already here.
Yep. So that means we're probably going to get right in it.
Tectal's asking himself the hard question right now because he's probably feeling comfortable with R.O.B Yumi again. So he's like, does he want to try R.O.B Yumi? And he does.
Yep.
But it didn't work.
Get ready.
I sure hope one game. That's all I want him to take. Especially if he gets washed. But one game. If this game is not lost by like one of the most unfortunate things that shouldn't have happened, he's got to go S-Star or he's got to go something else.
Yeah, for sure.
Razzle has shown that he has this team's number right now. He ain't putting up with this crap anymore.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see if Tectel can make the correct adaptations here in order to be able to at least try and make it closer than it was last time.
Yeah. Taking a pass to start and having to use the meter just to get walled off of him, but for how long?
Oh, just runs up and grabs him. Good burst there.
Yeah. Had the timing and everything just to make sure to break up the momentum. Wasn't ready for the delayed air dash.
Yeah, that air dash was really good there from Tectel. We do have burst back on deck now for Rasso.
He doesn't want to use it. I mean, it's very obvious to say, but he, if anything, he wants to hold on and find a scenario where he can CC. Like,
oh, for sure.
Yeah, that's one of the simple things to say. But like, being forced to burst against Tectel, it means so much because he's gonna get around your burst. He's more than likely gonna punish it.
He didn't step forward enough with that instant overhead again.
Remember last time you said that Yumi was too short?
Yeah, you're right.
Don't worry about it.
But no, Las Benditas corrected me, and you corrected me. So
don't worry about it so much. Got to keep up with the action.
Yeah, you're right. But
but he
gets the low, but unfortunately wasn't able to get the confirm. But he's gonna get clipped by Yumi here after missing that air command grab.
That's one of those things that's gonna hang on the back of Razzle.
Oh, he tried to steal the corner there with R.O.B 5P, but unfortunately not gonna get that. He's gonna get grabbed.
Ooh.
Big DP punish. No, drops it.
Too early with the buttons, giving Tectel another chance to play. Getting to the backside, Tectel was ready for it. And
good
Tubi. The rifle loaded and had a lock on Carmine there. Locks him in jail. And that was actually a really unfortunate 2A because with the air tech that gave Razzle an out of the sandwich, he's in a decent scenario, but he missed another combo.
Very unfortunate. This is not over though.
No.
Log can definitely bring this.
He can bring it back in game 2. He can bring it back in game 2 because he's done right now. He's done.
He doesn't drop it.
Okay. He's done right now.
Yeah. And we do have more information. Apparently, it does whiff on Yumi.
Okay. But that was a R.O.B.
I know.
Now you're worried about what happened in Winners Finals. We over here in another set. Uh-huh. It's information for a rainy day. That's why you save it for when the time comes. And the time right now is the time for Tectel finding a newfound life with R.O.B and Yumi. But I wonder for how long.
Get ready.
That wasn't a decisive win. That was a good win. That was a fairly clean win. There was a little bit of slop from both of them in the middle, but that was clean enough to where if he took a loss, I could see Tectel staying with R.O.B Yumi right now. As long as it stays like par right there. If it dips below that, got to start thinking about it. Got to pull up the portrait gal.
All right, here we go.
How did she get away from that 6P or 5P?
She's fast, man.
Swift as the wind.
Faster than anyone.
Is she actually?
No, Yosuke's faster.
How can I forget about Barosuke? Where have I seen this before? A burst and just step in and take the throw immediately afterwards. Tectel's trying to set new standards. Ooh, that was scary.
Gets the DP punish though. He's gonna be really good for Razo.
Monstrous punish.
Oh, no confirm there with the 10K.
If that would have been the first hit, that would have possibly been the end of Yumi. That would have been a completely different hell.
For sure.
If he would have been able to block the burst, which, I mean, he still wasn't ready for, so Tectel's getting to come in again. Doesn't know what side that was on. That's one of the great mix-ups. To jump over them and let them have to figure it out.
Oh, tries to air reset him, but he gets... Oh, what?
Yeah.
What?
You want to talk about Yumi being choked? Get low. Get low, get low, get low.
Man, Yumi ducking under everything today.
Sadly, Wall can't get under the 5B, and that's going to be the end of him.
That man ain't getting under no 5B. Oh, Ruby does get the cross up with the 5P in the corner. Oh, does it convert? And the DP comes out.
You just had to know it was coming.
He's not going to get the assist back in time, so this will... Good tech. It's still possible. Oh, it doesn't get the air unblockable with a good push block from Tectal. And Tectal up 2-0 now over Razzo.
So we watched the pendulum swing again. Last time it was Tectal trying to see if he can find the answers, all for naught. Now Razzo, one game away from getting dropped down to the loser's bracket. Does he try to play this one out with Carmine Wald?
Oh no. I mean, it's definitely good for him, for sure.
I don't fault him for this. He has another set to play with.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't
Get as much information as you can now and just go into the next set with it.
Man, what kind of auto-generated phrase is that? Get the info. He knows what's happening. It's not like this is the first time he's seen Tectal. You know I gotta take every shot I can.
Stand down, or I shall tear you apart.
And buck up. You get to watch some good games.
I think skewering them with my blood spikes will suit them
That is very true.
Look, one day you'll have a tongue as sharp as mine, and you could be great too. But even in that day, you'll be sitting in the spectator seat with me. Here we go, game 3. All right, that's the idea. No, I don't really have to worry about Tectal pressing buttons if he's going to sit there and block. So run in there and snatch him. Make him block, snatch him twice. Command him. It's the first time we've seen that out of Wall. And all the confidence was looking for him in the air, finds him on the ground and get brushed. Tectal even playing?
And Ruby is very low on health right now.
She got dunked for 3/4 of the game.
Yep. It's gonna be some good damage on Wald too now. Tries to get the fuzzy. Good block there. Wald blocking all of this, but not the DP.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine.
He did hit them with the JA finally.
Bit of a crucial drop right there, but ooh, if he was able to get the second into the 2A, that would have been so good for him. But 2B, bro, I had to think really hard with that one. 4P, it's the punish.
And that's not gonna be it. It was close though. Tries to get the air unblockable though, unfortunately.
Oh, he got cut off. He's gonna leave him guessing.
Oh, that was a smart wait. Just in case he did call that second super.
Right.
Oh, blocks him down with the DP. Oh,
He made it to the backside.
And that will be a dead Wald.
Don't take me lightly.
Push block just to keep him wedged in the corner, but yeah, he's got to be. There's no being careful about that. He got to the backside.
Good grab. And Yumi's fast too. Holy crap.
I know, right? She's fast and low. That's the name of her game.
And another grab. Tectal resets the bracket 3-0. Honestly, if I were Razzo right now, I'd be a little, on edge.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Yeah.
Hey, can you show off some of your ninja skills? Can we fight
Tectal able to just worm through the cracks
I'm honored by your enthusiasm.
of Razzo's
I'm
defense,
unused to revealing
able to
my
get the
craft in the
throw.
open.
And I mean, the big thing really the big thing in my mind was the throw, getting the second throw right there. Because I mean, getting behind and getting the first throw, sure, like you just don't expect Yumi to be there.
Right.
But in a scenario where it comes down to the wire, and in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, Razzle's just gonna let it rip, and he doesn't, and Texel's ready.
Yeah, Tecto's been ready for a lot of these situations that Razzo was throwing at him, and it's definitely working out. Here we go, bracket reset. Brand new set, and still sticking with Carmine Wald. He's definitely not doing bad with the team.
Not at
by
all.
any means.
Crossing fate. Fight.
Doing very well, but not good enough. Gonna have to see if he can turn up the tempo. But he got met at the gates with a 5A to start things off. Got beat to the punch. Yeah, Texel's not going down there. He knows there's a DP lurking. He don't want none of that drama.
He was able to tag Wald there for some good damage too, but not getting the counter hit on the 2B, so no confirm. 5B super, get the knockdown.
Empty jump low, Razzle not biting on it just yet. It's at this time. Switching to Yumi, delayed double overhead from her.
Oh. This goes for it.
I had it on the tip of my tongue that he blocked it, but it's like that's the problem. You don't want to block those.
You don't want to block those. Gonna steal the corner here.
There we go. There we go.
Gets another grab. Tectel, I think, is like almost 100% on these grabs.
Yeah. Like the only defense that Razzle's had for him, if any, is jumping. Like he hasn't been teching at all. A little too early to duck down, but still hanging on for now. But for how long, that's the question. There's a DP, just keeping the sky safe. And Razzle a little bit of a chance to play in this game. Looking for another DP, nothing doing so. That's the first tech that we've seen out of him, but really late into the game. Gonna need more to bring it back. Switching the wall, gonna let Carmine get some life back because, yeah, I imagine this is gonna come down to Carmine. If he can somehow get his 4th res, that'll make this look a little bit better for him. But he's not gonna get the chance.
No, yeah, no, he's not gonna get the chance, unfortunately.
Yeah, 3's better than nothing though. So let's see what Razzle can do with it. Scraped out of the sky by R.O.B 4P. One of the 5 things in the game that reaches higher than a UV 4P.
Yes, definitely one of them. And Tectel has now taken 4 straight games.
Yeah, man.
Is this a download?
I guess. Maybe. Possibly. I will say that that game was a much wider margin than the end of the first set. So yeah, things are just really starting to line up for Tectel.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's a lot of just playing to the tempo of Razzo, like thwarting his defenses time and time again. Because like I don't really feel like Tectel's getting so much of his iconic cross combo sequences. Like he's still able to maintain his pressure. Like he gets a knockdown, and you still see the structure from that time and time again. But just like navigating the neutral doesn't seem as easy as it
was that first time. Yeah,
or just really against anybody else. But Tectel's still able to come out on top. So
for sure,
that's one of the big things that's working out for him.
Oh, I thought he got both of them for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, DP assist.
Still not ready for the burst. But the damage has been done. That's always a big thing, especially when you get a counter hit. You get a DP punish, which equates to a counter hit. Taking a regular jump, double overheads. He's looking for the burst. Nothing doing just yet. Burst beating hard for the burst, actually. He knows Carmine's coming at some point. Oh,
he's like smothering Wald right now, not letting him get any room to breathe.
And I'm more surprised that Razzle weathered the storm.
Right?
He's banged up and all, but you see Wald marching forward, getting a hit, coast to coast.
We are going to get the corner here. 6P? No, 5P. Oh. Looks like he almost tried to set up an unblockable there.
Trying to run.
Misses the grab, unfortunately, but gets a good DP.
It's a throw on a 6P.
Does get some health regen from that as well. And Razo's Carmine's still really healthy if he can recover some of this red health. Oh, gets the double overhead.
Yeah, I'm liking that choice because I was thinking like in that scenario, it was going to be really hard. It would take him making a good call on a burst, and he hasn't been the best of it throughout this set. So I'm just liking the idea of him cutting his losses, tucking Carmine in the back for now, just trying to see if he can get a couple of nickel and dimes here while he holds on to the lead. Is able to stand in the middle of a point blank sandwich, but eventually gets thrown for it. That's still really good for Razo.
Yeah, that's some big damage. This actually might be Ruby. Oh no, it was not enough. He was able to tech out of the combo.
And again, one of these two-fold errors for Carmine.
We do get the corner. Just DPs. And he baits the counter, but not able to punish it. Does get the DP out on Yumi. Oh, this is bad. Gets the sandwich and calls Carmine. Gets clipped by Ruby 4P and then eats an EX aerial rave. And Tectal was I think Tectal was losing that game, but then just able to just close out. I can't think of any other way to put it.
It's again just reading the defenses for the most part. And I say for the most part because there was a really telling thing in the end where Razo hit the DP where Tectal runs up, and you kind of get the impression that he hit a button, but he actually hit him with an air unblockable. So that's saying that Tectal was either looking for wake up buttons or a throw, right? So he didn't have really the cleanest read on what Razo's doing, but Razo isn't able to get the most out of that, right?
Right.
Like he's finding his hits here and there with his game plan, but I don't feel like Razo's really able to exploit what Tectal's presenting to him.
Correct. Yeah, we're definitely going to see, because if Razo can get some stuff going, he can definitely make this comeback, but Tectal's on so much momentum right now, coming from 5 games straight right now.
Yeah, Razo's close every time, but close doesn't count, man. We're not going to look at the results. Backside. Just went back to the front. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's a good hit from Razo. He's going to get a lot of damage and get some good health recovery here.
Throw again. And that's a throw that, to some degree, feels kind of free at this point. I've seen Razo hit that one where he gets the A string.
Yeah, because if you tech it, then you have to deal with walled 6P and block stun.
Right.
So I think it's better in that situation to take the throw because you're going to take less damage than what you would take if you took the mix-up. Oh, that's going to be big.
Made sure to take the largest starter that Yumi can possibly present, 10K.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, and I was thinking you just double super to put an exclamation point at the end of that sentence. Can't even see how much it was.
It was 16.6K.
I'm glad you saw it. I couldn't get in there, man. Tectal's in there, though.
Tectal is smothering Karma right now, trying to close out this game and collect. Oh, baits the anti-air. It's going to be big. Is this going to kill, though?
I mean, he has...
yes, yeah, this is going to kill.
2 meter and a Ruby, it better. It might not.
No, it doesn't. He didn't super immediately have to aerial rave, but the DP is going to be unfortunate, and Tectal takes 6 straight games to reset and win ZB Online number 6 for Blazblue Cross Tag Battle. How many of these has Tectal won now, man?
5. He's won the last 5. Fame won the first one.
We need to find a way to stop this man.
Like even if it was 6 games, like Razo was pretty reasonable. It's just like the big thing in my mind is constantly having to play at the pace of Tectal, not being able to completely and consistently take him out of his comfort zone, put him on the back foot, make him have to make the hard adjustments. But the other thing, and this was a big thing that just happened at the end, when Razzo has to make the defensive reads, even if he has the right idea, the timing just doesn't line up. Because like the big one that stands out to me is at the end where he's looking at Tectel jumping at him. And he knows the anti-air, and he hits the anti-air, right? Or he goes for it.
Right.
As he's coming down, but he's just too early. He's literally flinched. So those are just two things that, with as good as those two are, they mean so much.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, every little thing counts when you're playing someone at that skill level. So it's definitely who can take advantage of just those smaller interactions that can definitely lead into, you know, a lot more in the long run. So, but yeah, no, man. I think that about does it for everything for today. Thanks everybody who came in to watch the stream. Thanks everyone who donated, did those sponsor quests, and used those codes. We very much appreciate it. We will be having another event in another 2 weeks, so make sure to check out the Twitter for updates on that and when that should be going on. It will be going on July 18th. So we will be back here in 2 weeks with some more great BB tag action. And yeah, you have anything else to say, man?
Thanks and bye. Bye.
Yeah, thanks again, everybody. You guys take it easy, and then have a good day, y'all.
Peace.